That program and that massive injection of liquidity and subsequent to that credit growth drove property development in ways that ultimately led by 2017, 2018 to very serious concerns amongst the monetary authorities that China was on the edge of what they called their own Minsky moment. So the Minsky moment is named after the economist Hyman Minsky, who developed the financial instability hypothesis, which spoke about how finance itself laid the seeds or sowed the seeds of its own destabilization, which would ultimately lead to financial crises. So there were concerns by 2017, 2018 that the credit overhang in the property sector was exposing the Chinese economic system to its own Minsky moment risks. Now, you've got to remember that by 2017, annual credit growth in the property sector had reached about 22%. And that came off the back, incidentally, of a boom from 2014 to say 2016, 2017 of a totally new credit sector, which was the peer-to-peer credit world, which created all sorts of problems in terms of projects going bad, people running off with other people's money, and those sorts of fraud and malfeasance issues. So there were concerns come 2017, 2018 that financial stability was at risk. And a big part of that was the leverage in the residential property sector. You'll recall that in 2018, the government made it clear that the government had a view that housing was for living in, not for speculating. And the message went out very, very clearly to the property sector that the days of excessive leverage and easy credit was over. Now, many property developers actually began to sell down their portfolios and bring and deleverage. And that happened quite extensively. And in fact, there are many Chinese property related companies that had grown their global portfolios that actually began to sell down their global positions. And we saw that even in Australia, where many projects that were owned by Chinese developers hit the market and were being sold before they were being developed.